In 2018 and 19, all 6th and 12th grade students at Elberth School in Colorado participated in the Prem Rawat Foundation's Peace Education Program.
I'm Sebastian Rose. I'm a senior at Elberth High School. It's a pretty good school. We don't have too much here. There's not that many kids, so small class sizes is a lot better than I would say larger schools are, but that also gets in the way of sports. We don't always have enough to fill a team. The Peace Education Program has been very insightful. I feel like it's given me a chance to really understand and express what I think peace is, and it's really opened my eyes. I didn't really have an understanding before, and now it's actually teaching me and helping me in ways I didn't know were there.
Shelley Gould, a librarian at Elberth School, decided to introduce the program to students at her school after enjoying the Peace Education Program herself.
Throughout the years, I've done a lot of different programs with the kids. I've done anti-bullying programs. I've gone through a couple of character building programs. We have done kindness club. We've done all sorts of things with the kids. And this was something different. It was free, and I like the message because it was the first message I was bringing to them that was all about their choice and their power. And instead of being lectured about the importance of having respect, it was a lot about you have the power inside of you to make these choices.
You find yourself powerless? It's not true. You have a secret weapon. And it is the most powerful weapon on the face of this earth. And that weapon is your choice. Deploy. Choose peace over chaos. Choose love over hate. Choose respect over disregard. Choose clarity over confusion.
And so we tried it the first year, and I sent out an anonymous survey, and the results were amazing.
The Peace Education Program, the value of it is so high, you know. It's really easy to just look at it and say, oh, it's just another TV program you could look at and just forget about, but it's really worth it to take your time and listen to what Prem has to say and other people in the program.
I think the Peace Program can really speak to, you are someone that can compliment other people. You are someone that has that choice, and you're in your mind, so make it a good place to be. Be nice to yourself. And I think the Peace Program really can speak to that.
On May 7th, 2019, a school shooting occurred at the nearby STEM school Highlands Ranch, a charter school in Douglas County, Colorado. One student was killed and 8 others were injured.
I was really affected by the STEM shooting, and it was so close to my school, in my community. It was scary, and I struggle with anxiety. I mean, being a high school student nowadays is so scary.
When I was a kid growing up, there had never been a school shooting that we had heard about. And now my 6th graders think that that's the norm.
You know, you hear about Columbine and you hear about all of these places in Colorado where it has happened, but you'll think, oh, that'll never happen to me. And then it happens 5 minutes away. And that's terrifying. It's terrifying to go to school and hope that that's not your last day at school.
We did a little stillness exercise the other day. It's like minute timer, see if you can be still for a minute. And when I asked them, why do you think we do that? 3 of them thought it was in case there was an active shooter. And so I think that with social media, they just have a variety of different things that make it difficult for them. And a lot of kids have stuff going on at home that, we don't even know about. Sometimes we do, but it's hard. It's hard to be a kid in this world. And so anything, like I said, we're just scattering seeds. Anything that we can offer them that might be a tool in their tool belt, that will help them get through a difficult time, we want to give them.
No matter who you are, there's always going to be a hard time in your life, and you're going to need to figure out that peace within yourself. You're going to need it because, you know, there's going to be a really hard time in your life where you're not going to be able to get through it, and if you don't have that peace, it's going to be a lot harder to get through those times. So I think it's really important to watch these workshops and actually learn from it.
They open up sometimes about their fears that they have, and it's pretty shocking, some of the things that especially sixth graders are thinking about. You know, losing family members, losing their own life, being left behind. And they start to have this realization that they have inner strength, and they have tools that can help them overcome things that seem scary to them.
We all think about violence in a way that we used to not think about violence. I think anytime we go to public places now, there's an element of fear, and I think it's really disconnecting for people, and I think what we need to do is start connecting people again. And I think something that the Peace Project does is connect you to something bigger, a bigger sense of community, while also showing you that you have the responsibility in yourself and you have the power in yourself.
So definitely the sixth grade class this year, when they were in fifth grade, they were a hot mess. They fought all the time. I believe going through this peace education program and having some of the conversations that they have and having to think about their, you know, we talk about hard things sometimes, and we do a lot of thinking together. And I think hearing what their friends have to say has given them respect towards one another and kind of an understanding that, you know, we don't have to love each other, we don't have to be best friends, but we can have respect for each other. The first question I want you to think about is, what do you feel like we can do to treat the people around us with more respect and dignity? And we talked a lot about dignity the other day. What do you think, what are some of the things we can do?
We can be kind and helpful to them.
Okay, awesome. Melanie?
Be more respectful.
And then let's take it one step beyond.
If there was a lot more peace in the state or country, there'd be a lot less shootings and people getting killed and everything.
Our classroom used to be really kind of violent, and people would always yell at each other. There would never be a day that someone wouldn't yell at one another, but now no one really ever fights with each other. We all get along now. So I think that's important because of this program.
Listening to my kids this year, I think that they are benefiting because they are beginning to understand that what they need is inside of them, and that they have choice, and that it doesn't come from what's going on around them. If they have chaos at home, if there's chaos at school, if they have fears about something, that they can overcome that because they have what they need inside of them.
I've learned that peace is inside of you. You can't take it from another person. It's always inside of you.
I struggle with depression, anxiety, things like that, PTSD. And it's been an honor. It's truly helped me, and I think it is a very important message to spread to as many people as possible. Just, it's really the prevention if taken correctly, not just being ignored, but really internalizing what is being expressed through all the sessions that, you're being gifted, not having to wake up 30 years in your life, or for me, and realizing that I'm still unhappy, or, which really gives you the power to, in my opinion, overcome anything if you're at peace with yourself. So
we have a responsibility as educators, not only to educate our students, but to help them maneuver their day-to-day life, and we're preparing them for life beyond public school. And if we can show them what they have the ability to tap into, that's all inside of them.
There's something about the peace education program that is both it connects you to something deeper and bigger, and also provides accountability and choice and responsibility for your own life. So two very different things in one message, and I think it's really empowering.
Just wanted to appreciate the opportunity that I've had to be graced by this program. It's really changed me as a person in the way that I think, in the way that I react to certain situations.
It had an impact on my sleep, it had an impact on my anxiety, I think, and then once you watch it and once you feel that impact, fight for it at your school. Start mentioning it to teachers because it is really important and I'm very passionate about it. I really want it at my school and I think it's super interesting and I'm really, really proud to say I'm a part of it.
The Peace Education program has really paved a road for me and for a lot of my classmates, and it's given us a guide to where we need to go and what we should achieve before we get sent out into this world. So if we can give this course to other students and people across the world, then they're going to have that same road and they're going to be able to achieve peace and really help the world itself and their communities. So it's very good. The Peace Education program is very helpful, I would say.
We're not just standing up and lecturing them about the importance of this character trait or that character trait or don't bully or don't do this. We are giving them tools to be amazing human beings and to bring their light into the world and to help them maneuver very difficult, tricky waters.